Alright, so originally this video was just going to be should you summon for these characters, and with the latest news, shout out to Soldex, we got a lot more news. So this is going to be a should you summon on most of these banners that are going to be coming out that are actually somewhat relevant to talk about. And let's just get into it. So first and foremost, should you summon on this Chad and Kenpachi and Orihime banner? In my opinion, Orihime is kind of a waste of space. The only real value she brings to the team is the fact that she's, let me lower this a little bit, is the fact that she's a DR 20% soul trait. Now, damage reduction has always been pretty OP. She's going to be very good if you have Yami or Unohana. The problem is I don't really see her as a really good manual character or even worth using as an auto character unless she's your only option. She's a captain killer, which is only really good in PvP, which, let's be real here, she's not going to be making waves in PvP. With a minuscule 50% bruiser as opposed to the new 80 to 100% that people are getting, she doesn't really deal as much damage as you need her to. She's also a range character. Her second strong attack is a barrier, which is kind of nice, but I personally don't care too much for barriers unless it's like Byakuya, but Byakuya, I feel like he brings a little more to the table than Orihime does. She has a heal on her special, but I prefer something along the lines of like Silaporo, where he has his boost and heal on the same attack. That'd be great. But yeah, I just don't see anything really useful for Orihime besides her damage reduction 20% for Yami or Unohana if you run link slots, or damage reduction 20% is just a normal good link. Going into Kenpachi is probably one of the most broken units in the game. I'd say that he's better in PvE than Noitora, just because Noitora doesn't have long reach, so he doesn't really have like the craziest reach, which hurts him when it comes to autoing, despite having a boost. Now Kenpachi, he is a Soul Reaper captain with Captain Killer. Now, sure, I think Noitora is better in PvP, but in PvE, when it comes to autoing content, Kenpachi, in my opinion, takes the cake. All of his attacks have weakening on it, and then he has Debilitator for 5 seconds, which is standard for weakening characters. You can use his special in a pinch. His Nat has weakening. His second strong attack is a walking vortex that has a 24-second cooldown, so it does last longer than normal. His third strong attack is a full screen. First strong attack is a lunge. He just has a very, very stupid good kit. And then on top of that, he has a long reach of 20%. Flurry, Poise, Sprinter, then he has Debilitator, DR 16% link, which is great. He's just a very good overall good value character. Very high stamina, attack, and defense, average focus. You can't really go wrong with Kenpachi. And going into Chad, even though he doesn't have like the highest attack in the game, he does have an enhancer on his boost, which is really, really, really good. So you can add like 33% to his attack and your team's attack, especially in PvP. Chad is kind of, in my opinion, critical. Very stupid high stamina, attack, and defense, and even higher than average focus, which is really good. Paralysis on his strong attacks except for his boost. His normal attack doesn't have a status elements, but it's fine. And then on top of that, he's a human, so he doesn't really have affiliation disadvantage, which is good. He is a DR 16% link, and then on top of that, he does have the Flurry, Poise, Sprinter that everybody wants for a Nat character. Strong attack damage, 30%, and devastation is kind of throwaway ability. You might hear my girlfriend breathing in the background, my bad. And what else? Oh yeah, going into the next banner that I want to talk about. This banner was just recently announced, and oh my god, like, yo, talk about bait. Yo, Martin, I know you gonna be tight with this. So Shinji, Ichigo, and Renji are all coming out in the same banner. It's most likely gonna be a 3% with no filler. It looks like it's gonna be one of those standard dual multi get a hook Gyoku. I almost never recommend a multi on these banners. I always recommend singles, and even then, I would only say... Oh, yeah, one more thing I do want to go over about this banner. Kenpachi and Chad will hold you over for the next year and a half at least. I don't see anybody really filling their niche as well as they do, unless, like, they're completely broken, in which case these characters are still going to be stupid good. So, I just wanted to leave that out there. If you don't have Chad or Kenpachi, I would recommend tossing in a multi or two. If possible. We just got Senkaimon, so you should have some orbs if you didn't just blow through it and then spend it on this Camp for Your Own World banner. Renji, Ichigo, and Shinji. Now, in my opinion, Shinji is probably the better unit just because he's a DR 20% link. Either that or Ichigo just because he's a strong attack recharge 14% link, which I actually kind of forgot about. Ichigo has stupid high stats, but the problem that he has is his second strong attack and his first strong... Nah, I wouldn't even, like... knock on his first strong attack. He's a standard range character. Full screen third strong attack, full screen special, debilitator on everything, and then on top of that he is weakened on everything as well. His second strong attack though has a split mag, which really hurts him in my opinion. He'd honestly hit for so much more, if anything, but honestly, since he clears 2 floors of Senkaimon, like Tower of Ordeals, I don't know if I would recommend summoning for him. Either way, he's definitely a very good character to have in terms of collector's value, right? Like, even though he's not really as crazy OP, he's still very stupid good. And yeah, I don't know. Ugh. Damn. This is a 20 DR link for Chad. Renji is not a bad character. In my opinion, there's just better options. But I mean, if all you have is Renji, like, he fills the niche that he needs to fill. Now, going into the huge news is 1000 Year Blood War 1000 Year Blood War Volume 1. I just want to quickly go over the filler list for 1000 Year Blood War Volume 1. The droplet banner comes with Mind Yukio, Ill, and Tag Team Retsu, who in my opinion has kind of fallen off quite a little bit, despite her having Soul Reaper and a Rancor Killer. Going into the individual banners though, these individual banners are quite OP, if I could say so myself. So Shunsui is dropping with with Lost Agent Soifon and Tag Team Renji. Both of these characters are very good. Soifon is one of the best guild units in the game, if not the best guild unit in the game, alongside with Hikone. That being said, Shunsui is still very good, and despite him not having the 770 spiritual pressure that everyone has, he still deals stupid high damage, very good stats despite being slightly quote-unquote outdated. The mags that klab gave this 1000 Year Blood War Shunsui are very good. He has Frenzy, he has Havoc, he has Long Reach 20%. Like, he's just an overall good unit. I don't know what else to say besides I love this character. Simple. That's it. Alright, going into the next individual banner, because I don't want to drag on for too long. Byakuya is a very good support unit. I don't think he's like crazy OP as Toshiro, Shunsui, or Sajin. But he has a barrier on his second strong attack. He brings some utility with that. Full stamina damage boost to help with deal damage. Full stamina damage boost, in my opinion, is better than Berserker of 20%, especially when he has a built-in Berserker. So, unfortunately, this character wasn't given the treatment of Frenzy, but he does have Bombardment and weakened defense, which makes him an absolute devastating nuke in almost any content of the game. He has a Rancor Killer, so at the very least he has that. Going into his individual fillers, he has White Zangetsu, who's still one of the best autoing units in the game. And then you have Power Jackie. I actually don't own this character, so I just want to put that there. She's pretty trashy. Even the strong attack damage 25% link is kind of outdated now. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think she's like the worst character, you know, but I do want to point out that she's not really viable. I don't know what else to say. Alright, so going into it, Sajin probably has, in my opinion, one of the better filler pools besides Lost Agent and Soifon. And Sajin actually comes out with Hard Kaname, which is kind of cute because they're like a foil of each other. If you look, they are even like facing opposite ways. There we go. And then you have Aizen, who, in my opinion, is still one of the best Tech Soul Reaper killers, if not the best, still in the game. All these characters have their own uses. Kaname has a very good crowd control vortex, especially good in PvE content and guild quest. Sajin's probably going to be somewhat useful in PvP now with the lack of Unohanas. And then Aizen is a team boost with strong attack recharge. He is an infinite boost if you decide to build him that way. This is my second Aizen that I built up. That's how good he is. He has a chance to insta-kill on his special, even though he doesn't have any status elements. The enhancer on his boost is very nice. Frenzy, he has very good range. Strong attack 1 is a lunge. Strong attack 3 is a full screen third strong attack. Like, he's just very good value. And then on top of that, the boost actually helps him attack, like with his attack. Honestly, with link slots and gold Chappie, I actually build him with a Chappie build for autoing Inheritance Zone, and he scarily does just fine when there's Soul Reaper enemies. Alright, and going into the last banner, it's the Toshiro banner. Let's do Soul Reaper, Captain, Hollow Killer, and then Captain Killer. Just filter everything out a little bit more. There we go. So Yamamoto, Shinji, Bowl Cut, and where's my Toshiro at? There he is. Now this banner is stupid good. Toshiro, in my opinion, is still top 2 red characters in the game. Actually maybe top 3 or 4. Like I don't know where I would rank him with Neliel and Weekend. When it comes to manualing though, he really doesn't have any equal, especially if there are hollow enemies. He's probably the best future-proofed character. His kit is literally perfect. From a lunge strong attack to full screen third strong attack to second strong attack with stupid good range. This character is literally the epitome of power creep. Literally every single good character to this day that is like relatively broken, besides flurry characters, is based on this dude and Fullbring Ichigo's kit. Not to mention he has a strong attack recharge, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really do believe that the reason that klab gives strong attack recharge over strong attack damage is simply because of the dominance that this character showed. 749 spiritual pressure, 1005 stamina, 638 attack. Like this character, he's a god. Like I don't know what else to say. He's a god. He's stupid good. Shinji's still stupid good. I still say he's top 5 mine characters in the game. And then on top of that, you have Genryusai, who's still like top 3 tech characters in the game. Like this banner, even oh my god, if you don't have any of these characters, you should be going for this Toshiro. It's hard for me to say, especially considering that Anniversary is coming out soon. It's just like it's just crazy. I don't know. The value in this banner is just stupid. But it's a 3% though, which sucks. I'm personally going to be saving all my orbs for the Noitora banner just because the individual of Noitora has Kensei. So that's what I'm going to be summoning on, and I have all 3 of these characters. So fortunately, I don't have to worry about it too much. But damn, dude, no, the value in this banner, in and of itself, is just ridiculous. But I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all know these guys. Grind on, catch me, pick me up, stay blessed. I wish you the best luck in your summons. I know that Senkaimon quests are out. I know a lot of people are going to be summoning on this banner. Damn, dude. But Thousand Year Blood Roar Volume 1 is still, in my opinion, one of the best banners we've seen, like, to this day. Like, simple. Stay blessed, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Oh, man. I really do hope that I was able to steer you guys in the right direction and inform you. Oh man, I hope y'all don't get cucked.